So the types of financial markets, there are two types of financial markets are there. So we can say that there are two, some securities are there which is traded in short period. Okay, so like some securities are given for within 1 year time, less than 1 year. Okay, short time. So they are called as a short time. On the other, more than 1 year. So there are two types of securities are there. One is less than 1 year. Okay. 1 year. And the other one is more than 1 year. So there are two types of securities are there. Okay. So if it is less than 1 year, so those type of things are called as money market. So if this the market which is dealing with the securities which is having less than 1 year time, they are known as a money market, and this one is called as a capital market. Understood? So there are two types of markets are there. First kind of markets are there which are dealing with the securities which is can be matured within 1 year time, less than 1 year. Okay, so you give this money and you have to give back money within 1 year time. So such kind of securities, such type of things are called as a money market. So we can say that it is not as a capital or investment, it is just like money only. Within 1 year we can make it into cash. Okay. But this one is called as a capital market because once if you are investing, you will get this money back after a long period only. Okay. So that money has to be given back. Maybe like most of these type of instruments are there which can be given maybe like 5 years, 10 years, or at the closure of the company only, like equity shares and all, which is only after closing the company only this money will be given back. Okay. So these two categories are there. Now next, first category we study what is the money market. Okay. So money market is that market where transactions in short-term securities are made. It means those securities where the payment period is up to 1 year. Since their maturity period is very short, they are called near money. Okay. So here this security is there. This money market deals with the securities having less than 1 year time. So within short period, this money is available. So that is why they are called as near money. Near, which is very closer. Closer means with less than 1 year time, we will be getting back as money. So that is why another name is given. And there are some type of securities are there like call money, treasury bill, commercial bills, certificates of deposits, commercial paper, etc. All these are coming in the category of money market. Now nature or features of money market. What are the nature or features of money market? The chief points of nature or features of money market are as follows. More liquidity. One important feature of money market is more liquidity in the transaction of securities. So it is means like it is like a liquid. It is just like liquid money only. So you take money, it will be made available in within 1 year time. Means some are given maybe 15 days time, some are in 1 month time, or 3 months time, 6 months time, like that. Very short period only there. So it is just like the liquidity of this securities are very much higher. Then low transaction cost. Generally, there is no need of brokers for the transactions done in the money market. Therefore, buying and selling in this market involves less expense. So there are like if you want to purchase a share, you need to get the help of a broker. Share brokers are there. So okay, and if you are getting through share brokers, then you have to give some commission to the share brokers. Okay, so brokerage charges are there, and they are doing some work. So much amount of paperwork are there, and for that all additional expenditure we have to pay when we purchase a share. But for money market, these type of expenditures are very much less. First of all, there are no brokers, less amount of brokers are there. So brokerage charge we need not to pay, and other paperwork are also very much less because it is not for a long period time. So I am giving you this money, and this money also will not be of very high value. Money may not be there. Okay, so that is why this will be considered as a very low transaction cost will be there. Then next one, short-term financial assets. This markets deals in those financial assets which have the maximum maturity period of 1 year. Financial assets means financial instruments. So All these instruments are already we have studied. This is a short time period only or less than 1 year time. So they are dealing with the assets of less than 1 year time. Consists of many sub-markets. The money market is a combination of many sub-markets. These sub-markets are called money market, treasury bill market, commercial paper market. So there are so many different markets are there, and all together they are known as a money market. So there are so many subdivisions of this market also. Okay. Then speedy transactions. The transactions done in the money market are done speedy. Most of the transactions done here are done on the telephone, and the remaining paper formalities is completed later. Therefore, it is called over the phone market. Another name for this one is called as over the phone market, because like if you want to purchase a share, so if you want to purchase a treasury bill or a money market instrument, you just make how to make a phone call and inform them that we need to have this one. Okay, so then it will be purchased. So the transaction discussion between communication is made between phone. Okay, and other paperworks are there. So those paperworks will be done afterwards. Like now you see, like you are going to purchase 100 treasury bills. So that you will purchase, you will just give order, and it will be given in your name. But the paperwork will be done afterwards. So within few hours or within a short period of time, this will be completed. Okay. Now we will study about the money market instruments, different things or different assets of the money market. First one is called as a treasury bill. So you each and every, so there are so many things are there that you have to study in detail. Okay, so means what this treasury bill means, what, how much amount of expiry period is there, and for how much rupees, who is giving this one, who can purchase this one, all this data you have to study. Okay, so we will study about the different commercial papers are there, commercial there are different types of money market instruments are there, so you have to study them in detail. Okay, so treasury bill means a short time instrument which the central government issues to the financial institutions or to the general public in order to meet the short time financial needs. Its maturity period cannot be more than 1 year. They are issued by RBI on behalf of the government. Usually their maturity period is 14 days, 91 days, 182 days and 364 days. You can underline that. The maturity periods of the treasury bill. So the treasury bill is issued by RBI for the sake of government. So when government is in need of money, government is issuing this treasury bill. Okay. And the one who is authorized for issuing the treasury bill is RBI. So RBI will be issuing this treasury bill. And who can purchase this one? Though all the commercial banks, especially like SBI, like that banks are there, so they can purchase it, and sometimes they will supply it to the general public also. But they don't entertain much of the general people. Normal people may not be. So big businessmen or those who are having like business transactions and so on, they may be purchasing. Normal people are not going to purchase treasury bill and all. So, and another thing is that it is also known as zero coupon bond. Okay, zero coupon bond. Zero coupon bond means a financial instrument for which no interest is paid, but it is issued at a discount, meaning thereby it is issued at a price less than the face value, while the payable is made equal to the face value. So, for this treasury bill, there is no, any interest is not paid. Okay, so this one is sold for 25,000 rupees. Okay, so one treasury bill is the multiplication of 25,000. So minimum 25,000 rupees required for this one. Okay, so if you want to purchase this one, so no interest is paid, 25,000 rupees is there, value of one treasury bill. So but when they are issuing according to the need of the government, they will give it for a lower value. Okay, so it will when like it is purchased for 24,000. Understood? So when you are purchasing, you need to pay only 24,000. Okay, and when you get it back, so when you submit this one, you will get a 25,000. So that is the profit that is. So how much low money you are getting it, that much profit you will get. So they now see you, if you purchase it for 24,000, it is guaranteed that you will get 1,000 rupees profit. Which when you submit this one, and you can take it for 14 days, then
91 days.
91 days, 148, 182, and 364. Okay. So this 14 days means half month. This is 3 months. This is half year and 1 year. So these 4 options are there. Okay. So you cannot take for 1 week or 2 weeks just like that. Okay. Either you can take for 2 weeks time, 91, 182, and 364. These 4 options are. And then you have to purchase multiples of 25,000. So if one share, one if you are purchasing 25,000, otherwise 2 of 50,000. So in multiples you can purchase. Okay. And when you purchase it, you have to pay only less money. But when you submit it, you will get the. So if you imagine that you are purchasing for this one 91 days of treasury bill of 24,000. So you purchase it, now you pay 24,000, and after 91 days you will get a 25,000. So in 91 days you will get a 1,000 rupees profit. So that is the way that the treasury bill is conducted. Did you understand? Okay. Then dealing process of a treasury bill. Treasury bill is issued on the basis of discount. So this money, how much less money that bill is issued, that money is called as a discount. Okay. So here the difference will be. So here we can say that 1,000 rupees discount is given. Okay. So when they are issuing the treasury bill, they will be government or RBI will be informing that there is a 1,000 rupees discount or a 2,000 rupees discount, 5,000 rupees discount. How much? So if the government is in need, according to the need of the government, if in a very need of emergency need is there, so then they will give more discounts, and if the less need is there, then less discounts. According to the need, they will give more discounts. Then on the basis of prefixed discount, for example, a treasury bill of the face value 1 lakh for the period of 91 days is issued for 95,000. This means that a creditor pays 95,000 and will get 1 lakh after a lapse of 91 days. So as I told you, all the things are there. So if 4 treasury bills if you are purchasing 1 lakh rupees treasury bill you will be purchasing. So you have to pay only 95,000 now, but after 91 days you will get 1 lakh rupees full. So what is the face value of that? That you will get at that. So now you can at the time of issuing they will show how much discount is provided. So discount now it is there. So that discounted price only now you have to pay, and when the money is getting back, when it is matured, then you can get the full money back. Then rate of discount is determined on the basis of auction. Okay, so the how much discount has to be given, that is based on auction. For the purpose of auction, the Reserve Bank through the medium of newspapers invite tenders. The interested persons submit the rate of discount through the medium of tender to the Reserve Bank. On a fixed date, the tenders are opened and the tender quoting the minimum rate of discount is accepted. Okay. So different. So the RBI will issue that we are going to issue this many rupees of treasury bill, and those who are interested can give a tender. So they will give tender. So imagine that if one person is like 1 lakh rupees of treasury bill is there. So for 1 lakh rupees, so one person is asking for 90,000, another one is asking for 95, another one is asking for 98. Okay, so 3 tenders have been received, and government will go through it, and after that whichever is lower discount is there. Okay, so this will be accepted. Okay, so if this person has not made a request, then it will be accepted on this. So that basis, whichever is the lower discount, for that the money will be settled. So that is about the treasury bill. The next we have to study is about a commercial paper, CP. Commercial papers are those unsecured promissory notes which are issued by well-reputed companies to meet the demand of a short-term seasonal and working capital needs. For example, in order to expand its business, a company is going to issue equity shares. The company shall have to bear heavy flotation cost. The money spent in meeting the flotation cost can be met by issuing commercial paper. This source of finance is known as a bridge financing. Their buyers are banks, insurance companies, unit trust and firms. they can be sold in two ways, directly or indirectly. In other words, the company can directly sell the commercial paper to the buyers or can take the help of some agency. Minimum face value of commercial paper is 5 lakh rupees. Okay. So commercial paper is a kind of a promissory note, like it is given to the people. So it is also not given to the general public. The big companies are there. So they imagine that if a company wants to issue shares, okay. So if a company wants to issue shares, at that time they have so much amount of flotation cost is there. Like if a company wants to collect 500 crore rupees, okay. So for this 500 crore rupees, issuing these shares, this much shares have to be issued, then so much amount of expenditure will be there for it. Okay. Imagine that 50 lakh rupees required for issuing this one, flotation cost will be there. Now for raising this 50 lakh rupees, companies will issue commercial papers. So once one commercial paper is of 5 lakh rupees and into 10 multiples of 10 that they can issue. So it will be easy, like for issuing these shares, they may require like 1 year time or 6 months time. Okay. So up to that time, this money has to be there. So they will be taking this money and 50 lakh rupees they will be collecting and they will be using for the rotation cost. And after that, they will get the money, and from that money they can repay the money. So such a way they will do this one. Okay. So that is about the commercial paper. And a dealing process. The commercial papers are issued for a period of 15 days to 12 months. They usually issue on discount, but sometimes they are also issued on the definite rate of interest. There is no active secondary market available for them. However, the issuing company buys them on request. Okay, so like if we are issuing it, and if we are in need of money, if we give request to the company that we need money and we want to get it back, then we can take it back before the period. So and there are two types of commercial papers are there. As I told you, like this one, on discounted rate also it is given, or a fixed rate of interest also. Okay, both ways it will be there. That will be decided by the company. Okay, thank you so much.